My name is Amy Cook, and I am a graphic designer. And that can take on a lot of different ways. A lot of people do design for clothes. A lot of people do design painting and things like that. But I do everything on the computer. I am not good at drawing, so if you're not good at drawing either, then you can still do this. And it is something that I really enjoy. And so I design logos and brochures and signs and t-shirts and you name it. If you can put my design on something, I design it. And I design it for all different clients. I work for myself. And so I have a whole bunch of different kinds of clients and people around the country. And so I have a lot of different variety of things that I do and people that I work with. So what I like best about what I do is probably the people that I work with. I work with mostly either churches or other moderate Baptist organizations around the country. And so with that comes people who all want to do good. We want to help other people. We want people to learn about what's going on in the world and to connect to other people. And so I work with really nice people, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is I have worked for people in offices before, and it's been a good experience. But sometimes people you work with excuse me, can make things difficult. But I work with people every day, and even though I'm alone in my office by myself, I'm always emailing people or on Zoom calls or phone calls. And so what I like most, I think, is not only the great people that I get to work with on a daily basis from afar, but the positive attitude and the fact that I can use my creativity in what I do to help make them happy and to help them promote what they are doing and to make it even easier for them and to collaborate and all the good things that we do. So in terms of biggest challenges that I might face, quite honestly, it's not that I don't face challenges, because I'm sure I do in my work time, especially working by yourself. You're limited in your resources. In if you need to learn a new skill, or if you're trying to work with a client that might be not as communicative in doing things. But at the same time, whenever I have a challenge, I know that I need to fix it, and I need to get through it if I want to continue my work and to continue what I do. So I really see those as more as opportunities to make, to learn more about myself, to learn more about the best ways to communicate with people. Because uniquely for me, I work for myself. And even if you don't, you want to continue to have good relationships with people. So you don't want to burn bridges. You want to make sure that you stay positive with people. And so if someone is being not as communicative, you can't, spout off an email that says you're not helping at all. You have to be nice, and so those are just opportunities to continue to learn more about yourself and to learn more about how to communicate with other people and learn more about what you do. Okay, so if anybody's interested in this kind of thing, I would recommend first of all, if like I said before, if you can't draw, if you're not good at that, it's okay, because I can't, like I said, I can't either, but I can do things on a computer. I would focus on your strengths, focus on things that you can do. But in terms of getting into it, I would make sure that you understand that the different subjects you learn in school are important, even if they don't directly apply to what you're doing. Like for example, with math, you have to know how to measure. I'm very type A about putting the guides. So when you're designing things, you draw guides so you know the margins and you know exactly where you need things to be. But you need to be able to do some math to be able to figure out exactly where they need to go, for example. And learning history and how things all come together in life, it really does help to shape your mind and shape your thinking and get more creative with the things that you're doing and designing. And so a lot of things that you're learning really do apply, even if you don't feel like it, because life experience really does help. But in terms of actually getting into it, there are some programs that I believe are even free for anybody. One is Canva. And that's something that you could learn to just to kind of dip your toe in the water and learn some design things. Another one is called Procreate that I know that my son used years ago in middle school, and I'm guessing it's still free and can be used. And those are just some free tools you can learn just to get an idea if you like it or not, and to learn some of the basic fundamentals of design. And the other thing I would suggest is if you have a passion for something else, it doesn't mean that you still can't do design. And the way your passion is driven for anything is by having a passion sometimes for something else. And so with your, like for me, with a passion for helping people, I'm able to do that through my design, and that's what keeps me going. It's not just the design; it's being able to help other people communicate what they want to communicate, and I have a passion for that as well. So in terms of the most exciting thing I've ever designed, again, the design itself is just on your computer. So anything you design is just as exciting as anything else. So there's that, and it's really fun. But in terms of seeing what you've done in print or out somewhere, you know, I've done things that have been printed on glow-in-the-dark cups. I've done things that have been printed on slap wristbands, which is really fun. The coolest thing I think for me that for those of you who went to Farmington, or those of you who've driven by Farmington, when you see the sign out front, that I think it's marble or granite sign out front, and it has the bird with the wings, that's my bird. I designed that bird. And so I know it's been changed now, but there's still remnants of the bird around the school some places, but especially on that sign, that's mine. And so it's really cool to be able to drive by sometimes and say, that's my legacy. I got to leave a little part of myself, and the part of what I really enjoy doing, and I got to help so many people just by helping them identify the school, and seeing your sign and seeing your logo in granite is pretty cool. So that might be it.